This is Barbarossa, Army Group South. It's the Scenario 3, Rundstedt's attack. I just moved the Germans, and I put down their declared attack markers. I'm going to have 10 attacks. These are the big ones here. I've got 11th 11th Panzer and 14th Panzer attacking. Try to make a hole. So we'll see how that goes. Another Panzer division attacking over here. We got 16th Panzer along with the motorized. Got a Panzer division attacking down here and a motorized down here. And the rest are just sort of, I bypass some of this stuff. This is a victory hex, but I bypassed it. I'll try to just let it decay. And same with some of these units here. It's kind of tough here. I'm trying to get through, but I don't know. It seems like the Russians can actually block whatever I try to do there. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to use attack supply in most of these attacks. So we'll see. I'm trying to save some attack supply so that I can turn these dumps into trucks and motor them up, because I can tell I'm going to need them for next turn. So I don't want to leave them as dumps because they can't move really. You need the rail capacity to bring in 3 more dumps. Otherwise you're shorting yourself by bringing in trucks. So, yeah. So we'll see how the attacks go. So I'll go ahead and make those attacks, and we'll come back after, and I'll show you what happened. All right. So a few successes. 16th motorized, with support from the infantry, was able to eliminate a Russian division. Here they actually cadreed a Russian division, and they are poised to, in the mech phase, overrun that poor artillery unit, which actually supported the defense. I thought it was in a good place, but obviously I screwed that up because that is going to get overrun. They actually took a step loss, taking a hex here, the infantry, but they'll have to live with that. So now I'll make the rest of these attacks. Okay, the Germans rolled pretty well on the attacks. They broke open a hole here. So there's 2 Panzer divisions poised to use their full movement in the mech phase. They won a battle here. Once again, I screwed up. They actually eliminated the Russian division holding the road. And once again, I screwed up. Actually, you know what? I might have messed up on that attack. Let me rethink that, because I forgot the artillery was going to support that. That's going to change the odds, but I did roll a 0, so maybe they're not eliminated. Let me go back and check that. Okay. If I had known that, I don't know. That attack was dicey. It turned out to be 4-1 instead of 7-1. But the 0 made all the difference, because at least they didn't. The Russian infantry division took 3 step losses, so it was cadreed instead of actually eliminated. So I don't know how much that's going to make any difference. They have not many replacement points for the whole scenario, and they don't even get them till turn 4, I believe. So yeah, they have 3 infantry replacement points, I think, on turn 4. 4. Anyway, that was the attack phase, and the Germans did well. So I will do the motorized phase, and then I'll show you what how the board looks. One thing I wanted to say before I did that is that I'm not sure what I should be doing with the supply. I left... I got 3 trucks here. Now, I don't know if I should actually have used... If I should have flipped one over and not... You know, and had a depot. The thing is, you can't move the depot, and I'm not sure how useful it'll be. You know, probably should, because I'm going to probably make an attack here. I don't know, next turn, which case the depot would work. Because currently and I've got a truck here, so currently they only have 3 MSUs in the ready box, which means they can only bring in 6, at most, 6 steps of attack supply on the rail. So that'll leave them with basically, what, 8? Oh no, that's 10. But they can bring in 10. That's just it. So if I took one of these away, of course you can only bring in 3. Doesn't make any sense. You can only bring in 3 by rail anyway, so I guess it's fine. You can't bring in 4, and then the truck would be back. Yeah, well, that works. I guess that's a whole rambling statement about supply when I didn't even need to make it, because they can only bring in 6 by rail, and, well, that's going to be 6 by rail when you flip those over. So anyway, all right, well, now on to the motorized phase. All right, German mechanized phase. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I went crazy. I did some overruns. The lowly artillery brigade was successfully able to retreat twice to German motorized overruns. However, the Germans are making good headway there. Now, in the south, Germans exploited their motorized unit deep into the back. So we'll see how well this goes when the Russians do their turn. I don't know. I know that if you're out of supply, it doesn't affect you the first turn, so I think the Germans are going to be okay. In the middle, they didn't get very far. They exploited a little bit through the breach, got to here with their Panzer. Here in the center, though, the 11th Panzer was able to motorize all the way to here and cut off the road. These are all victory point hexes. This one, the 14th Panzer cut south, and now they're threatening love from the east, which is shocking. And then I got a little blocking force here in the crossroads. That's quite a move. I don't know how, if I went too far. I guess we'll find out, but I don't know if you can go too far with Panzer divisions if you just send them on their way. I know they do have one turn where if they're out of supply, it doesn't hurt them, so maybe the rest of the infantry will catch up. I don't know. Anyway, the Germans are doing fantastic, I think. I don't know, but anyway, that's the German turn. Did some rail regaging. A little bit up here. Was able to get it to there. A little bit here. Couple here. Couple here. This one I'm not too keen on. But they either use them or lose them. So this is the big one, but I'm just going to let that die off. That's the one you kind of really need to get into this area. But because there's nothing here, it's hard kind of in here. This is really tough. You need these guys, the trucks, to get down here because there's no rail line in this area. Anyway, that's the German turn. That's German turn 2. And we will start the Russian turn 2 and see what they can do to counter these deep German thrusts.